Yo, Eagles Nation, stand up. Yo, how'd Barkley put it? Looking like another grease pole night in Philly. Facts. Cup of coffee number 3 sitting in front of your boy right now. So we're extra full of piss and vinegar for episode 110 of the Grease Pole Podcast. Appreciate you taking part. If you're here, hit the button subscribe, or the subscribe button rather, if you feel so inclined. If not, keep it moving. But either way, thanks for stopping by. Week number 2, Sans V. She has returned from a redacted location though, so shout out to Aunt Carol, Uncle Dave, and the kids out in redacted location for showing her a good time. Side note, flight culture, cheeks. I'm gonna let her tell the story to you on Monday, but there's a reason other than countless hours of dashboard time where I just if it's somewhere I could drive, that's the option I'd prefer.
I can tell. I'm a 41-year-old man, and I've never been on a flight, so I honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't actually go on the plane, but there was a lot involved here. There was a lot. Long story short, your boy had to drive to Dulles.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, like when it was like, okay, we thought, and I'm not mad at her. This is connecting flights and whatnot. Fuck you, United Airlines. But like flights kept getting delayed. Then like, oh well, there's nothing else going to Norfolk tonight. So I'm like, oh, I thought it was a 20-minute drive. Now we're going 3 hours.
Yeah, good times.
Cool. Yeah. So it was which meant driving through the district 95.
Boo.
Yeah, we know what a clusterfuck that is on Friday night or any night in general. So that was fun.
Yay, 95 North.
Fucking horrible, dude. They're always doing work up there.
Always.
It's like, dude, since we were kids.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Why is it never done?
Like, what's going on? Huh?
I thought, well, it's funny. I don't know how familiar you are with System of a Down, but
they're more V's cup of tea than mine.
They're trying to build a prison. They're trying to build a prison. They're trying to build a prison. Is how it goes. And we turned it. They're building 64. They're building 64. They'll never finish,
dude.
They're
right?
never gonna finish. And
Ever
doing work on 64 westbound.
Yes.
Ever.
Highway system locally, cheeks.
Very much so.
Fucking cheeks, dude. We're a lot of tunnel ops going on around here. That's supposed to be done in 3 years. Fat chance.
I mean, if it does what it's supposed to do, then word.
It's gonna be great.
But in the meantime, like that area already sucks balls.
Yeah, awful.
Just always.
It's awful, dude. We still operate. It's everything around here still operates as if it's a 1960s population. And people are we're still making kids. We're still having sex and reproducing and whatnot these days. So, yeah. What gives, man? What gives?
Know, man.
Very phlegmy today, dude. Very phlegmy. I noticed when we were live. When we were live streaming, like, we were laughing, and I sound very. It's not hot, dude. This is not the hottest pod that's ever going to happen.
We are not the New Jersey Devils of pods.
No. This is not Dawson Mercer and Miles Wood. We try, but not quite. Very fucking phlegmy. It's kind of gross. Football happened this weekend, friend. Football's back.
Yeah.
So what? I know you haven't aligned with a squad yet.
No, and man, like I don't know if I want to. Like, there's part of me that wants to, just because we did on Gear Freaks, we ranked all the squads, and and I gotta say, man, sneaky gear matchup for your boys this week.
Dude,
like I did a top 5 video for Gear Freaks.
Yes.
And I'm looking at all the matchups and I'm like, At first I was like, I'm gonna put that as a cheeky number 5, like because nobody expects it. And then like as I'm looking at the match, I'm like, oh, that's the number 3. And if the Rams didn't play the Bills,
right, dude, I'm telling, like, Birds Vikings is a hell of a gear matchup, dude.
Yeah,
and I mean, we're home opener, so the link's gonna be, people are gonna be shit faced there at noon on Monday night.
Green versus purple. I guess the Vikes will probably rock the purple pant.
I've got a hot take. I don't know yet. No inside intel. We don't, investors could be you, Eagles front office of this pod in particular. Coach Sirianni loves us, is what we're told. And we love him in return more than he could ever love us.
It's true.
But I'm willing to bet an amount of money that matters to me that we're going to come out in the black gimmicks. Black helmets, dude. I'm willing to bet. Black helmet, everything.
I don't know.
It's at night.
I know a bunch of the squads announced like when they're rocking the alt helmets. You guys didn't do that?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
So I'm a shitty Eagles podcaster. If I did, somebody there is probably like, yeah, they put it out. And I'm like, I fucking don't care. I missed
it. Don't care.
Yeah. I don't even like the black helmet.
Yeah.
It's green is what it's supposed to be. So it's just a gut feeling I have, and I'm hoping that doesn't ruin it.
Is it Sunday night?
It's Monday night.
But
we like to wear like to wear the blacks because it's
you're on TV.
Yeah,
might as well not actually wear the team colors.
Right, and exactly at nighttime it's dark out, so let's wear black to represent the time of day we're playing. That's what Jeff Lurie likes to do. So it's a gut feeling. I could be wrong.
That bums me out because like even the midnight greens versus the purple is
so great, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, NFC Championship a couple years ago, and we fucking housed the shit out of them. Fuck you, Minnesota, and your skull chance on the Art Museum steps.
Our boy Curtis, who does lay WCW to rest with us.
Yes,
he's a Vikes fan.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, he lives in Iowa, so it's either you go up to Minneapolis or you go out to Chicago. Like those are your choices. And
he made the right one.
I told him, that I used to be a Vikes fan. It came up on after the fact this last weekend.
Right.
And he's like, come back. We're good now.
There's a lot of people like it, sneaky suit. They're like, they're not like us, but sneaky, pesky suit. They came out and looked impressive against Green Bay, dude. I don't know why I couldn't formulate that, but I mean, they had Aaron Rodgers pissed, dude. Like I went and did ayahuasca in a tent in Peru for what? To come out here and get embarrassed by the purple team. They've got a hot young coach that, I mean, not Sirianni hot, but then again, who is? But there's a lot of like these carbon copy like white dudes, and they have one now. His name is Kevin O'Connell.
Oh,
yeah, because that name wouldn't not belong to a Caucasian individual,
right?
So that's what it is now. Is just white clones all over the league. And he's the latest one to pop up. So look, Minnesota's a good team to hop on, I guess. I fucking hate them right now because they're next on the docket, but
I feel like I can't jump on the Bills bandwagon, even though like that's some of my favorite gear in the league.
Just do it off air.
Yeah.
Just do it off air. These fuckers don't know what's going on.
That's true. But man, that gear.
So fucking good.
And of course the Chargers, like,
oh man.
If I'm going to, look, I can't take the moral high because every league has its bullshit problems.
Yes.
And, I don't know why I've singled out the NFL, although, watching.
Look at Cleveland.
And then I was so pissed off that they, like, destroyed the Panthers. I was like, oh, this is gross.
I know. I felt bad for Baker. I love Baker now because it's, like, really, you jettison him for a gross guy.
Yeah. Gross. And like normally I'd be so excited the Browns fucking won in like big fashion, and this was probably the year I would have picked them. I would have finally made the leap, and and they gross. I can't.
Yeah, dude,
I can't.
You can't. Like we've said before, I would have, when we were rumored on being in on him, everything was gonna change for me if we signed that fucker. So yeah, dude, it's. I mean, look, if you pick a team, it's a good way to be stressed every Sunday. Yeah.
That's true.
There's a small chance it could add happiness to your day, but more than likely not. It's just going to aggravate the fuck out of you, especially if you get into the rabbit hole of fantasy football.
That probably won't ever happen.
Don't.
I can't.
Stay the fuck away from it, dude.
Yeah.
My fantasy quarterback is playing tonight. Special Thursday episode of the pod. If you're not watching or listening live.
Oh, we got a good gear matchup tonight.
Chargers Chiefs, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking excellent. And like Justin Herbert's my guy. 3rd year in a row. I've had him every year he's been in the fucking league, dude. And I got him again. And I'm fucking antsy right now. Cause I'm like Like I already got 2 dudes hurt, man. We're in week 2, bro.
NFL.
Yeah,
Go.
I got 2 dudes hurt that I took. My like fucking 4th and 5th round pick are hurt. One's out for 8 weeks. One's out tonight, and I'm like, all right, come on, Herb. Hey, you know, I did the Express put on an impressive showing against Queen V last week. Her squad did not show up very well. She's very Cincinnati Bengal heavy this year, and they struggled against the Stillers.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I think they might have snuck in the top 5.
Yeah.
So that's a good gear matchup.
Cincinnati plays Dallas this week, though. So I've got a feeling that the Bungles are going to go off on Dallas. And it's funny because, like, we talk about social media, dude, and it can be a very toxic place, obviously.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But there's a weird thing. There's like a curiosity in me that, like, every Sunday night, it's fun to hop on and just let's see what Cowboys fans are saying, you know? And you know they're not, like, you know how it's going to go, dude. Like, they win, you see those motherfuckers everywhere. But when they lost, only team in week 1 to not score a touchdown. You know, their quarterback injured, has got a boo-boo, fucked his thumb up against a big tubby dude for Tampa. So he's out now 6 to 8 weeks. And so Dallas, it's like we thought we were going to have, like, this was supposed to be us. It's supposed to be us and them this year for the division. And week 1 already, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know, who do we play with now? Who do we play with now? Like, Cowboys fans are just quiet, dude. You know, and they get mad. They get mad when you're like, well, where are you when you lost? Like, well, what are we supposed to be excited when we lost? I'm not saying be like, hey, yeah, you saw us lose, right? Hooray. But, like, be present, dude. You can't beat your fucking chest when you win and then just vanish when you lose. You can't be the, what's his name on The Simpsons, the GIF.
Yeah.
Where he vanishes into the woods. Like, you can't do that, dude. Like, Dallas, where you at?
I'll say this. That's the torture of being a Mets fan, because when they're good, you're out in droves. Unless you're like me, who's Mr. Negative Nancy, constantly, like, we're just waiting for the wheels to fall off.
Cynical as fuck.
Unfortunately, that's what they've done to me.
Right.
Over my life. Me and Randy got in a big spat this weekend because I was talking about they're losing a lot right now, and they ended up getting swept by the Cubs. And I'm like, man, like, they're matting it up. And he's like, oh, shut up, man. God, can't you just have fun? It's like, I wish. I've
got PTSD right now.
I would give anything to just be able to just enjoy the fact that they're even in the race.
Right.
But I can't.
But I see the wheels starting to fall off.
06 happened. You remember that, right?
Yes. Yeah, don't tell me how to feel.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how to feel. I was coming out leaving the house the other day. Our neighbor was like, oh, Eagles, big win. I was like, it's a week, dude. It's a week, man. Like, thanks for sharing in my excitement vicariously, but I'm not. You didn't see me doing cartwheels.
Yeah. It's a win. You take the win. You move on to the next one.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck? It's just funny to me because it's Cowboys fans are the worst with that shit, dude. Like, they go radio fucking silent. And you know, those motherfuckers are everywhere. They're like fucking cockroaches, dude. And they like it. Fantasy fucking group chat goes quiet as a bitch as soon as Dallas starts to struggle. It's like, and you guys wonder fucking why.
Nobody likes you.
Wonder why.
Yep.
You know, you're the fucking worst. You're the fucking worst.
You have to be able to, like, dissect what went wrong. You have to be able to say they just didn't show up. Like, dude. So again, talking to Curtis and the boys this weekend after Deprogrammed, we got to the topic of why I am the way I am with the Mets specifically, and I was like, I'm also a Suns fan, and Curtis immediately goes, ooh. Because look what happened last week in Dallas. Well, first of all, I've never, beat my chest guy ever. But what did I do right after that on the show? I was like, boys didn't show up. Yeah. It's embarrassing. It sucks. Yeah. Boys didn't show up. They didn't deserve to win. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Dude, I know. And it's I think that it's very much like that philosophy. Like, if you're somebody that talks shit, right? If you're somebody that's just going to go around hurling insults at motherfuckers, like, you have to have a thick skin in return. You have to. If you're going to dish shit out, your fucking ass better be able to take it in return. You have to. If not, you're a bitch. And that's what it's like. It's like, you guys want to, You want to be all over your post and, oh, we them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 19-3 against Tampa.
Still them boys?
What's up? Yeah.
You should be. You should still be them boys.
Right.
It's only week 1, too.
Well, we still are, man. Yeah. We're just quiet now.
Mm-hmm.
We're quiet. We don't have anything to be excited
until
about.
They win, and then you'll be everywhere.
Right. Look at us.
Shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I didn't want to do this because I'm like, it's week 1. Do I really want to cut a promo on these motherfuckers yet? Like, what bad karma am I putting out there yet? And then I'm like, you know what? No, fuck them. Fuck them. You know?
God forbid they win
Keyboard
the Super Bowl.
Warriors. Dude. So I've said for years, like, if Cowboy fan, if they even fucking get to the Super Bowl now, in the age of social media, I'm not watching that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that shit. And I've always wondered, like, what do people do? Like, even if you're not a football fan, you watch the Super Bowl. You know?
You're in presence of somebody who hasn't, but...
So what, because I've wondered
You have to be basically me to not.
That's where I was going with this. Like, if you're not watching the Super Bowl when the Super Bowl is going on, and I love you, what the fuck are you doing?
Let's see. I don't know. Sunday afternoon, I could be doing anything. Like Sunday evening, fucking around on Twitter probably.
Oh, that laugh is so gross and phlegmy.
I honestly don't know. You know, I'm not much of sports watching guy anyway, because most of my teams I can't watch without some sort of paid subscription.
Yeah.
So like,
I got to talk to you off air about that, by the way, but God.
I just kind of watch whatever kind of comes on. What, dude? Honestly, now that you ask, I don't know. I think I kind of got bailed out. Like NBA was on one year or something, and I watched that February, right? What the?
Yeah, it's
fuck?
early February.
The fuck did I do?
Valentine's Day, Selly?
Maybe if it was around Valentine's. No, I think she worked on Valentine's Day.
It was the day prior to Valentine's Day last year.
Okay.
I remember for reasons.
Fuck, man. I kept busy. I had something to do. I just don't remember what it was.
You're coming to our Super Bowl party next year, because we did the one this past year, and V and I have decided every year.
So long as it's not like the Cowboys or the Browns.
Yeah, no, if it's that, we're not. The party's off. That was like the stipulation of like, okay, yearly thing, we're going to do this. If Dallas makes it, we're not doing shit. I'm not even watching this bitch. I'm going to just like watch Bar Rescue all day and live vicariously through John Taffer throwing fucking shitty chicken fingers around. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Cross-contamination. Like, my Super Bowl is cross-contaminated because these motherfuckers are in it. I don't want any part of it. Gross.
I assume I must have watched some television with my wife.
Yeah. I've always been curious. Like, I didn't even bother to I just like, fuck, dude. Fuck.
I mean, to me, it's not that big of a deal. So, the last one I think I watched was Colts Bears. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
That was a cheek Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Prince played.
The Prince
awesome.
halftime show was fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
The best ever.
Yeah. Is Saints the next year?
It was Colts Bears was 41. Then Steelers Cardinals was 42.
Okay. So I watched that one too.
No. I take that back. So 41 was Colts Bears. 42 was the fucking undefeated Pats losing to the Giants.
Okay.
And then 43 was Cardinals Steelers. 44 was Saints Colts.
Okay. So the last one I watched was the Cardinals and Steelers, because I was out somewhere for that one.
That excellent Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Didn't get the result.
Giants and Pats one was pretty good too.
It was. Both of them were. It was just 42 was better because you had the shut up Mercury Morris.
Yeah. And then the Saints one is obvious why I didn't watch that one, because the shit happened with
Salty Vikes fan.
I very purposefully signed up to work. I used to work for a pizza place that a racist used to own.
Yeah, redacted pizza joint.
And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll work that day. I don't give a shit.
Sign me up.
I made like $8 or something. It was terrible.
But you know what you didn't do? Watch the fucking hurricane victims.
Yep.
In the Super Bowl, and watch everyone parade like they deserved a Super Bowl more than any other team that ever existed until we won Super Bowl 52. Fuck you, New Orleans.
Yeah. Fucking Saints.
Yeah, dude. That was some bullshit. Minnesota has two of the best teams that never went to a Super Bowl. Sorry.
Well, you know, that is the
dude.
Start of why I got out.
Football related angst.
And then they were like, Oh yeah, by the way, it's cool if our players beat their wives. That's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh well,
we'll pay them lots of money too.
That's extra reason for me not to like this.
Right.
So I'm out.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, because I think the year after that, Favre played again, and like his streak ended finally.
Did you see what happened with him? By the way, and
yeah,
I'm a Favre guy, but dude, I agree.
Fuck him.
I was like, fuck, dude. Like, I've made an investment in this man. I'm not the only one, but like. That was my fucking dude.
Absolutely. I thought he was... Dude, I loved his streak.
Yeah.
I fucking loved that. And I loved that he figured out a way going to the Jets and the Vikes and like figuring out a way to continue it.
He's the guy that fucking threw for 4 touchdowns on Monday night against the goddamn Raiders after his fucking dad died, dude. Mm-hmm. And we all cried with that motherfucker. Yeah. And you piece of shit.
I mean, the worst thing is it started towards the end of his career because the retirement ceremony every fucking year. That started to irk me. Mm. And then showing his dick to reporters. I was like, fucking gross. Fuck already. Yeah. Like he's already on the down. And then he finally went away. And it's like, okay, cool.
Why? Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And then, nope, got to do even more gross shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Welfare dollars.
Fucking
they're mine. No.
God damn it.
Why is it that men, not us, but just as a collective whole, why is it we think pictures of our dick are going to like yield a result?
Especially unwarranted.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
I mean, I say thank you like I'm just getting a shit ton of unsolicited dick pics, but I've never, I'll say this. I've never sent one that wasn't
asked for.
Right. It's not just like, hey, surprise.
Because newsflash, dudes, dicks aren't pretty.
They're fucking hideous. I've got one, and I don't even like looking at the bitch.
Women only like them because they're pleasurable. They don't like looking at them.
They're not super hot. They're not. We're the bummers of the sex equation.
And especially looking at it, again, that's not all women. Some women, that is their bag. But I guarantee you, unsolicited ones, nah, they're not after that. They don't like that.
I just want to know, if there's a woman listening, please fucking comment. And you can make a burner profile. I don't give a shit. But please, I want to know if there's any woman that ever was like, I'm engaging in a text exchange transaction with this dude, and I have no plans whatsoever on doing anything. And the dick pops up, and she goes, you know what? I'm going to fucking clear my schedule.
Let's make room for this guy.
For fucking Hank. Or whoever. It's probably not a Hank. I don't think Hank knows how to text.
If this was like Family Feud style, and we asked 100 women, I'd venture to guess you're getting an X if you ask, because pretty much no's all around.
Yes,
but maybe one out of 100.
Right. It's very weird, dude. It's very arrogant of us to be like, you want to see this? No, they probably don't. Especially if she didn't ask. Look, I get it. The times that we live in, that's a thing that happens. Yes,
but just wait for her to ask. Just it's really that simple.
Yeah,
just wait for her to ask.
Yes,
and then it's like, okay, well, let me get the right lighting.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a few minutes real quick. Give me a few minutes, because not right now. He's not ready. He's just waking up.
It's just, fucking think of Brett Favre was probably my age when that happened. 41-year-old man, at least, probably.
Yeah, kids, family too.
Sending to
23, possibly year-old reporter.
Hey. I guarantee you she did not go, hey, Brett Favre, let me see that thing.
Yeah, he's taking it with little residue of Copenhagen wintergreen underneath his fingernails. Fucking nasty bitch.
Pants on the ground.
Pants on the ground! I loved him, man. My childhood died last night, part of it. That didn't die with Toys R Us and, finding out that wrestling was scripted and shit like that. It's just fuck, man.
That was the dude, man. He
Nothing
was the gunslinger.
Sacred. Yeah. I have a Favre Vikes jersey.
That could not have been an easy purchase.
No. And it was cool because it was when they brought back the alternates and they started wearing those, the old school, Scott Studwells. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm getting these. And now I've got Dick Pick Welfare Thief jersey.
Blech.
Yay!
Blech.
Yay. I love tainted threads.
Brett Favre.
Yeah. fuck off, Favre, you nasty shit. That ruined me, dude. Like, I was just like, yeah, okay. Like, literally nobody. Like, I'm not putting my trust in anybody anymore.
Oh, man. Hulk Hogan's a racist. Brett Favre's a welfare thief.
Yeah.
Like, nothing.
Who can we believe?
Bill Cosby's a rapist.
Yes.
Like, what the...
We're all full of shit.
Yep.
We're all full of shit. I don't trust anybody anymore. You know who was right? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
DTA,
Well,
bitch.
even he beat his wife.
Right. Right.
You know, I got asked, why did I forgive him? And the only answer I had, and this is the truth, is it seems like he's come around. Like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't beat his wife anymore.
Yeah.
He did his time. That's all I can say.
Well, and I think it's, after you get exposed, it's kind of hard to do the same thing. And it makes it more difficult because now you've been, like, you're out there, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, lights on. You can't fucking hide in the shadows anymore like a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what those dudes are.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck you, Brett Favre.
Oh, those words.
Dude.
Yeah, those words I bet you didn't think you'd ever have to say.
No, I didn't, because I loved him, man. Yeah. I loved him.
Yeah.
I fucking love that guy so much. He was my favorite non-Eagle of all time, which now that title goes to Jim Kelly. So, who I also loved.
Nothing's come out on him, I don't think. Please, Jim Kelly.
Yeah, please. It's your sympathy. Like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
That he might be the only more sympathetic figure than Brett Favre, because not to, like, be fucked up, but the cancer.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not knocking it by any stretch, but it, like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
If something comes out on Jim Kelly, like, I give up, man. I give up. I'm going to go plunge off the Coleman Bridge. That's a local bridge, kid.
Yes.
In Gloucester, VA. The Birds played a game, man, and I want to plug real quick before getting into just a certain thought I've got. New series up. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever podcast platform you're listening to, head over to the Greaseball Podcast YouTube page. Weekly performance tiers are now up. We wanted to start cranking out some new stuff, YouTube exclusives. So every week we're going to give you our thoughts on various players in the game. We're going to rank them by tiers because we love to rank shit here on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, tiers are fun, but we wanted to put a twist on the tiers. So head over to the YouTube page, YouTube exclusive, each and every week following respective game days. And you will find that each and every week. So there's that. And hit the subscribe button while you're there, won't you? And if you're already watching on YouTube, fucking easy. You're right there, dude. We played the Detroit Lions. Is who we played. Always feels like fucking Thanksgiving watching them, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird because, like, people get pissed every year, like, they fucking suck. Why are they? Let them alone, dude.
Yeah.
They're not bothering anybody.
No, they have sweet gear. They're not, they're not hurting any feelings. You know,
what else do they have?
Yeah, the worst thing they could do to your team is like, oh no, they suddenly got good for a season.
Right.
You know it's not lasting, no matter what they do.
No, whatever star player they have is going to retire or die.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So just fucking shut up and deal with it. It's okay. Seriously. So we played them to open up our season, and they were buzz this year around them because they were on Hard Knocks this year. And Dan Campbell's exciting. He chews, so people like him. He eats kneecaps. And what a guy Dan Campbell is. But I'll say this, man. The Birds won, and, you know, our guy Hurts looked okay. He looked all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm seeing, like, week one reaction of the Birds are an offensive juggernaut. Like, look, man, I come from we were talking earlier, we were, you know, streaming on Gear Freaks. Like, you know, it's hard to play a video game in the same room, but if you were here and I'm in Billings, Montana.
No problem.
Yeah, sure. We could just link right up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck being 2 feet from each other, though.
Yeah.
It, like, I don't want to sound crotchety here, man. I get the point of running quarterbacks like Wampler and I were talking about. Like, in terms of fantasy football, like, dual threat, the game changes, it evolves. But I don't want a quarterback that drops back to pass, and before he even goes to his second fucking progression, trust his legs before his arm, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that shit. Like, trust your fucking brain, dude. That's fundamentals, man. He's effective as fuck on the ground. I'll give him that. Like, the first drive of the game, it was like a 3rd and 16, 3rd and 15. Motherfucker ran for 16 yards, got the first down. Like, I like that. Put the team on my back. Let's get this shit.
That should be when that is the option. Like,
right.
Go through all the receivers
it's fucking
first.
Constant, dude.
And
it's
then,
constant. And it's like, that's great when you're fucking playing it's fantasy, which I play him this week. I play Wampler this week, ironically, and he has fucking Hurts. So come on, Herbert, I need you, bitch. But like, dude, I just don't trust it, dude. I just don't trust it. That's fine week 1 against Detroit. Mm-hmm. It is, but I think he's grown a little bit, and it sucks because he's a hell of a fucking guy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he could not be more fucking likable, dude. He really couldn't. Humble fucking kid. Great guy. What a guy. Not Sirianni, what a guy.
Yeah.
But
he's up there.
Who is, right? Yeah. We can't all be, even Christ isn't Coach Sirianni. No offense, religious folk. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm watching this game and I'm just like, dude, like, fucking get your feet set and like fucking throw a dart in there, man. Like, if AJ Brown's not open, because that's the BFF dynamic now. AJ Brown, 10 catches, 155 yards, and it's like we get it. You're the godfather for his daughter. Cool. Other people out there, and like, it's a game. It's like we were saying, it's a game. So everybody else will get involved at some point. But I'm just like, man, like, I wasn't mad. There's a win. The defense left a lot to be desired, but I just wanted to see more, dude. I want to see a little more growth.
You want to see if this is the guy. You want to see him beat him with, like you said, your brain, number 1, your arm, number 2. Because if you can beat him with those 2, then your legs just became an even better weapon.
Right. Like that should be. It should be like fucking Mahomes. Like, you should run as a last goddamn resort, dude. Like. The run first shit, it didn't work for Michael Vick, and Michael Vick was exciting as fuck, and I like Hurts as a guy, but he's not the athlete dynamically that Michael Vick was. He's just fucking not, dude. Like, you've got to be able to at least get to your second fucking read, dude. It's like, sometimes I'm just watching him and I'm not calling him mentally deficient, but I'm like, yo, you have like the fucking cute, like, quarterback fucking IQ of a fucking crouton, dude. Like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, that guy's not open. Go.
Yeah, like it's not backyard football, dude. It's not. It's fucking not.
It's like he's playing Madden with himself.
Yes, and this is Detroit, dude. This is Detroit. We're not talking in September, week 1. Like, we're not talking in fucking January against a fucking San Francisco or Green Bay or Tampa or whatever. Like, look what happened last year in the playoffs, and Tampa snuffed your fucking ass out, dude. Like, I don't know, man. It's frustrating to watch. It is, but I mean, we gotta win. Hey,
you take them where you can get them. You can only beat who's in front of you.
I'm trying not to overreact too much because it is week 1, but there was part of me that was like, fuck, dude. Like, I know there's Eagles fans that are watching this, like, yeah, fuck yeah, and I'm just like, we like to see a little more out of the franchise there, but. We'll see. It's
especially against Detroit.
Yes. Try not to overreact too much. So, give us your thoughts on the franchise. Happy Hurts. Leave them in the comment section below if you feel so inclined. And that is going to tie a bow on this, a special Thursday edition of the pod. I'm trying to see what my fantasy quarterback, Justin Herbert's going to do against the Chiefs in that sweet gear matchup. We talked about that. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like. If not, keep it moving. Either way, appreciate you checking it out. We will see you back here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days. Damn. Special Thursday editions. They're fun. I get to count less days until next episode. We'll see you then for a Monday night preview. As always, go Birds. Yo, how'd Barkley put it? Looking like another grease pole.